Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 9th of August 2021 and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, today is a video review and our topic is the brain-changing benefits of exercise. Right, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so this video is about exercising, right? And then the benefits of exercise. And yeah, for me, I think yeah, this video is good and it kind of confirm what we think is necessary, is a good thing to do in the previous topics. And then in these topics also we may find it a little uh, familiar, which when I came across uh, terms like serotonin, dopamine, adrenaline, when I watched this video yesterday. Yeah, and then yeah, firstly, I think the thing uh, in this video is about the plasticity of our brain, of human brain. And then yeah, it means that our brain uh, uh, is not something that couldn't change. It can change in terms of shape, in terms of uh, maybe the links itself. Yeah, and also something like regeneration of neurotransmitter in our brain, and then also something like our brain cells will increase, will regenerate, will reproduce. Yeah, and then for this one, I also know that starting from a particular age, yeah, I forgot the exact one, something like 30 or 25, I'm not sure, uh, our brain cells actually keep reducing over the years until we die. Yeah, so also mentioned in the video yesterday, I heard that uh, the speaker said actually if we do exercise and then do enough exercise, then we will our brain cells will kind of reproduce. Yeah, so we get a new one. And then uh, also also by doing enough exercise, we can kind of dealing with some diseases. For example, the Alzheimer, Al Alzheimer's, Alzheimer's, yeah, disease. And she also said that it is not something like to prevent. And she thinks maybe this is something uh, uh, unavoidable. Yeah, and then what we can do is like to delay these effects, delay the effects of Alzheimer's. Yeah, and then yeah, I can think of one example is like let's say we have a glass of beverage, and then this beverage is cold beverage, so we have ice cubes, many little ice cubes inside the glass, and then over the time the ice cubes will kind of melt, and then um, if we do exercise, it is something like to put in new ice cubes in the glass so that um, in overall, uh, the glass of water still have a lot of uh, ice cubes, and then it is still uh, as cold as we want. Yeah, so this is one benefit of doing exercise. And then other benefits, which is more direct to us uh, for the current moment, is something like we get better moods. Yeah, we have better moods. Maybe we are happier, we are more energetic in terms of, I mean, mentally. Yeah, for this one, it is the terms I mentioned just now, which is serotonin, dopamine, adrenaline. Yeah, these kind of things being activated in our body if we do enough exercise. Yeah, and um, I think for this one, it is also um, she tried to tell us that these things actually uh, can be a long lasting uh, can bring us long lasting effects. And yeah, I think maybe it's something like we if we have an exercise scheme, let's say we already make it a habit, we repeat it uh, let's say 3 or 4 times a week, and then 30 minutes uh, uh, a day, yeah, something like that, and then we will be able to enjoy the benefits of better moods. And then maybe this can be something like long lasting. Yeah, and yeah, just now also that is one of the important point, which is the key of exercise, how long we need to do. And yeah, if I didn't uh if I'm not mistaken, uh it is 4 times, 3 to 4 times a week, and every time the exercise need to be 30 minutes or more. Yeah, and then also she said this is something like a good news for us because this exercise doesn't need to be uh, the exercise we do in the gym room. It can also be done in our room, in our house. Can also be some house chores. Yep. So yeah, I think yeah, these are my sharings today.
And okay, exercise is really important, not only to our physical health and also to our mental health. And the course I, one of the course I study, which
Mm,
is the positive psychology,
yeah.
there's there's one there's one uh there's one subject. No, it's not subject. There's um, one subject which
Mm.
is which is about the connection between mind and body.
Oh.
Yeah. So we always think about the psychology is is all the thing in our brain, but actually it's not. Mm. Because we know our body can affect our behavior and affect our thoughts. So that means our body can also affect our mind. Yeah.
Mm.
And in in one of the lessons that I have learned, the lecturer talked about one of his mentor, which is the Martin Seligman. Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is a very famous guy in positive psychology. And uh, the lecturer once go to his house and have a chat. And during the conversation, the Martin Seligman
Mm.
suddenly asked this lecturer, "Yeah, do you know what is the biggest problem or what is the biggest issue about psychology? Not only about positive psychology, but
Mm.
for all psychology. So maybe like the uh, humanistic psychology and all other psychology like uh, self-developing or others. Yeah,
Mm.
all psychology. Yeah. So uh, the lecturer just take out his notebook yeah, because you know these money segments want to say something very very important, and then the money segment say about in psychology we too focus we focus too much on neck up, but we put so less but we put so less effort on neck down. So neck down is about the body, neck up is about your your head, which is your mind, your brain. Yeah. And the lecturers say that mm, if if this sentence, if this statement uh come out from other people's mouth, and he won't believe, but this is come out from a very successful and and also a leading person in psychology. So the which is the mind segment. And he had to rethink. He had to rethink this segment. Yeah, and because money segments spend all his time in the psychology. And the mind segments is the person that always focus about the neck up. But uh but what he say is he realized a problem, which is we focus too much on the neck up, but we didn't put a lot of effort on the neck down. Yeah, so that means there must be some problem, and this guy, which is the money segments, really really understands the psychology very very deep level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are a lot of study which is about the exercise and happiness. So the suggestion, okay, the conclusion, which is the suggestions, which is you need to do exercise and at least like 4 times a week and 30 minutes each time. Yeah, so is uh yeah this statistics is also same as the number you given just now.
Okay.
And I think this is also the number everybody know. Yeah, and okay, what is the relationship between the exercise and happiness? It's like this. If you don't do exercise, your happiness level, which is your base level, will drop. Yeah. And but uh but if you do exercise, you do a lot of exercise, you do more than that, more than a certain threshold, your happiness level won't increase. Yeah. So it won't increase. It will just maintain, it will just sustain at a base happiness level. So this is in long term. This is in long term.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what exercise will do is it will prevent your base happiness level drop. Yeah. So assume that you always put yourself on the line. You always take challenge. You you like your work. You work for your patients, and you are curious. You keep asking questions, and also you every time you face obstacle, you try the way to solve it. Maybe you still feel sad. You try a lot of methods. You use the combination of methods like the ABC, affect, behavior, connections, connective, and you use a lot of methods to let you to increase your belief.
Yeah.
Taking actions and imagine your success, and you use the cognitive therapy. You use all the methods. Yeah, helping you to success, helping you to become happier, but you didn't do exercise. Yeah, right. Your happiness level in long term will increase.
Okay.
Will increase in a upward spiral. But uh but but all the but your base happiness level will drop. Yeah. Uh, will cut a certain level because you didn't do exercise. So can you imagine this is something like the fixed cost. So if your company incur the fixed cost, no matter how much revenue you earn, you have to pay you have to pay the cost, and the cost is fixed. So your profit will be reduced. Let's say your revenue is 100, your fixed cost is, let's say, 20. So your profit is 100 minus 80. Sorry, 100 minus 20 become 80. So this is the 80. So that means the 80 is your final happiness level. Yeah, maybe initially you start from 0 and you keep increasing. Yeah, you keep do something and make you become happier. So it's an upward spiral, just like the business. You keep doing business, you keep earning money, but you have a fixed cost, and this fixed cost actually you can avoid it. You don't need to pay. Like let's say you rent an office, but you didn't use the office. Yeah, and you try hard to earn more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the things you should consider is you terminate the rental contract so that you don't need to pay 20 every month, and then your profit will certainly increase. Even though you don't make any business after that. This is how the exercise affect our happiness. Yeah. So the analogy here is really clear. Yeah. So and also the lecture also give a lot of study which is related to the exercise and the psychology. One of the reasons that nowadays the people around the world face greater depressions. I mean, in psychology, not the economics. Yeah, we actually have more things. Yeah, we don't need to worry about the food, the clothes, the accommodations. So our living standard actually increased a lot compared to 100 years ago. And in our current world, we don't have war. We don't have like the WW2 or WW1.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how come our depressions and the level is greater than that? Yeah. So one of the reason is because we are in the information era, and most of our tasks can be done by using our hand, using computer, and we do lesser exercise. In the past, they need to work in the farm, so they'll use their manpower. And even though they work in the factory, they also will use they also need they also require them to use their manpower.
Yeah.
But now we just sit in the office, just use our finger to type the computer, type the keyboard. So and after that, after we end our work, we didn't do exercise. Yeah. So this is this is a problem. This is the issue. And also, initially, in the past, we cook by ourselves, and nowadays we don't need to cook by ourselves. We can buy the food very easily in a very convenient way.
Yeah.
and the cooking time reduced a lot. Initially, we cannot use electricity very easily, and we need to cook our rice. We need to cook our rice by using like the by using some pot, and now we use a rice cooker.
Yeah.
And so, and also initially we don't have the refrigerators, and now we have. So by combining all of these things, it actually make us exercise lesser than in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, and uh, this is a reason. Yeah, this is a reason why in our era, in our information era, our depression level increased because we don't do exercise. And if you don't do exercise, your base happiness level decrease. Yeah. So this is a human nature. So when your happiness level decrease, reduce, and then yeah, you got the mental issue. You face the depression. You face other mental disease. Yeah. So this is how exercise affect our mind. Yeah. And also if if you do exercise and you'll be more energetic, and 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 also if because you use your body, so you uh you less likely will face like the physical health problem, like the pain. For example, like the back pains, or maybe like the shoulder pains.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this also will contribute to your happiness level. Yeah, can you imagine the persons that don't do exercise, and then uh every day he or she face the pain on their body? How can this type of persons be happy? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is how the exercise affect our happiness level. Yeah, although the exercise won't increase our happiness level, but it can protect us and maintains our base happiness level. So we don't give up what the gene give us. We maintain it, and then we pursue a higher level from that. We don't fight with the nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what exercise that we can do? In the lesson, the lecture also mentions some things. Um, uh, we can do many type of exercise. For example, you can do like the left weight, uh, 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 lift weighting. You also can do like the jogging or
Yeah.
swimming, and all type of exercise you can do. Yeah.
Yep. Dancing,
Uh,
yoga.
yeah. And one one type of exercise that lecturer suggests is a rowing exercise. Yeah. Uh, and many students also ask this lecturer, how about other exercise? And the lecturer say, yeah, other exercise also, you also can do other exercise. But why I recommend you to do the rowing exercise is because this is an exercise have uh, that done the study by by the scientists, which is proof that this exercise can help us. And this exercise is actually very easy, and you can search from online aerobic exercise. And the key point here is to maintain our heartbeat. Yeah, to maintain our heartbeat as 70% of the maximum level. And the lecture also recommend us like to buy like the heartbeat tracker. For example, we have like the e-watch. So it can track our heartbeat. Yeah. So first you need to find out what is your maximum heartbeat. And then when you're doing the exercise, you just boost your heartbeat to 70% of the maximum level, and then you maintain it. And then you also can do something like the interval training. So you do exercise. Let's say you have you have a quick runs in like the 5 minutes, and then you rest for 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then after that you run again. So it's like the interval. You do exercise, and then you rest, and then you do the exercise which is high intensive, and then after that you rest, and then you keep repeat these routines. So the key point here is to let our heartbeat so to let our heartbeat maintain 70% of our maximum level when we are doing exercise. So but of course we can do other exercise. Actually it doesn't matter. And also, if you don't have time to do 30 minutes each times and 4 times a week, you can do like 3 times a week. You can do 2 times a week, or 1 times a week. So doing is better than not doing. So this is my shame for today.
If you didn't mention, I almost forgot that nowadays many things has been automated, and for some house chores also. Like previously we used maybe the vacuum machine. It's already kind of very convenient. And nowadays they have something like the vacuum robot, right? It will go to clean every corner of your room and your house automatically. And then for some other examples, like previously maybe we walk more, and then after that we have better transportation, and then after that the car become autonomous. So really we are going in a direction with less exercise needed. I mean less physical exercise we will conduct. And then for maybe some work, previously maybe you need to go somewhere to meet your customer, meet your clients, and maybe nowadays an online meeting, online video chat can do that.
Okay, one of the things which is the lecture, actually the lecture classifies yoga as mindfulness activity. So the 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 lecturer didn't classify yoga as the physical exercise category. Yeah, so
Oh,
that means the
mm.
yoga is similar to the meditations.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so this is not about the physical exercise.
Mm.
But
Cannot be
I think
counted here, right?
mm, uh, but 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 I think as long as you maintain your heartbeat 70% of the maximum level when you are doing yoga, you also can achieve the same level,
Mm.
the same level of benefits.
Yeah. Mm. But will it be that intensive? Because in my I'm not I haven't done any yoga, but in my mind, I think this is an exercise which is quite uh, stationary and not so many movement.
Mm, yeah, but if you want to maintain the posture, you may need some strength.
Oh.
And sometimes the women's can the women did better than the men's because their body weight is lighter. Mm.
Mm.
And the men cannot maintain the posture because the body weight uh is heavy, and then he couldn't use like one of your leg of maybe like your hand
Mm.
to make
Support.
to yeah to support or to lift up your whole body.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
And yoga have a lot of type. Mm. And one of the type is for men, and it requires strength.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, yoga really have a lot of type.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. And then yeah, one thing I want to confirm with you, because it says that the exercise 30 minutes per time, right? So how about if I do less than 30 minutes and maybe I do it every day for 15 minutes? Can it be also as effective as we wish to get?
Okay, I think for the mental benefit, we definitely will get the benefits. Mm.
Mm.
Just like just like in the video, at the end of the video, the
Yeah.
lecturer the asked the audience to do one very easy exercise,
Mm.
and just within 1 or 2 minutes. And I believe, mm, yeah, after the audience did the exercise, they'll feel energetic and they'll feel like happy.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
And even though it's just 2 minute exercise, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
So for the mental level, I think it helped. Yeah, it helped.
Yeah.
Mm. But but for the but for your body, for your muscle, actually there's one there's one law which is you couldn't burn your fat. You couldn't burn your fat in the first 15 minutes
Oh.
of exercising. Yeah.
Mm.
So at the first 15 minutes, you actually are burning your muscle. You're burning your muscle. So uh, if yeah, if let's say if you are jogging,
Mm.
if you are jogging, so you just burning your muscle, and you didn't burn your fat. Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you do the workout, you go to the gym do the workout. Yeah, you will because you directly train your muscle. So mm, if your main goal is increase the muscle level, and then you better do the workouts. You better go to the gym rooms, or you do some exercise which to train your muscle rather than just simply exercise, like the
Mm.
jogging, swimming. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to know what is the purpose of that. Mm. If you just want to uh, make yourself become happier, increase the happiness level, so uh, all the exercise can achieve that.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Anything else?
Um, yeah, yeah, I think that's all for mine.
Mm. Okay, so that's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversations. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistake we make, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.